Watsky and Mr. Rios co-teach a study hall period at Bruce Elementary School in the inner city. Miss Watsky is a new teacher who started in the spring, and she hadn't learned anything in college about nonverbal communication. Mr. Rios is a veteran teacher who uses nonverbal communication of all kinds to teach. Last Thursday was a rough day in study hall. Mr. Rios was quietly helping Sammy with her math homework, but Miss Watsky was rushing around the room yelling at students who were not studying. Paul, a fourth grader, was one of those kids. Paul has a hard time focusing. Miss Watsky goes to him and says, "Paul, look at me. I know you can do a better job." Paul starts working, but she goes on, "Stop being lazy and get to work. Don't make me come over here again." She's on his case for the whole hour. When the bell rings, Paul leaves looking angry and discouraged. After school, Miss Watsky confessed to Mr. Rios, "I don't know if I'm cut out to be a teacher. No one listens to me." Mr. Rios nods slowly. "They are listening to you, but your words are discouraging. Here's the problem. You're using the power approach. Usually there are 4 clues that someone is using power to manage. They approach from the front. Sometimes I've seen teachers charge at kids like a bull. They are loud. They make eye contact and say things like, 'Look at me in the eye.' This makes kids defensive, kind of fight or flight. They take things personally and get all upset, especially when kids won't cooperate. When we try to use power, kids will resist. Yeah, they might comply while you're standing right there, but when you walk away, So what should I do instead? Use the influence approach. Approach from the side. Use a very soft voice so you won't distract others. Pause calmly. Look steadily at their work, not at their face. Stay calm but firm. Never act hurt or frustrated. Give it a try tomorrow. It will take practice, but you'll get it. I've used the influence approach every day for 10 years. Just imitate what I do tomorrow." Mr. Rios gives a big smile and leaves. The next day, Miss Watsky bravely tries out the influence approach. At first, it is hard for her to talk softly. She comes from a wonderfully loud and boisterous family. But soon she can stand to the side of her students without them noticing. She looks at their work. She might whisper, "Which problem are you working on?" By the next week, even Paul was doing his math homework. Thanks to the influence approach, Miss Watsky has the quiet confidence of a longtime teacher, like Mr. Rios, as she helps students without trying to force kids to study. She now knows that power gets temporary results, but influence is better in the long run. These days, their study hall is one of the most quiet and productive rooms in the school. And the quietest people there are the teachers.